So a bunch of people have asked about the Harbor Freight Predator 212 swaps and how they're doing, if they're still running. Your answer is about to come around the corner. I just replaced the carburetor on one of them. Had a little issue starting. It sat for a while, but they're back to riding them again. So like I said, I built these for my parents. Yep, both still running, both still driving good. So as you saw, the four-wheelers were ripping around the property and stuff. My parents actually just had this big-ass garage built, which is really nice because for the last year, these have all been stored outside, just covered with tarps. Tarps get destroyed, and then they get rained on, and then, you know, I come back up and we gotta drain the tanks, clean the carbs, stuff like that. They ride them, but it's not like a religious, it's not like every weekend. So this one right here, the stretched one, we just replaced the carb, got a brand new carb on it. And then now, so the backstory on these is my parents wanted four-wheelers and they didn't want to pay $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a four-wheeler. So I sent them parts list to build these. They bought all the parts and I put them together. They helped out, of course, but that's the backstory on it. That's why these got built. And like I said, they're just the occasional fun, have a little fun, rip around the property, you know, and they're reliable. The Predator 212 is very reliable. Funny thing now is my mom's seen the new Ghost engine on YouTube, so she's debating about ordering that. But they need to put more miles on these, wear these out a little bit more before we start doing that stuff. Plus there's a lot of stuff that's not finished from the last video that was, what, almost a year ago? Like the gas tanks, still have tape on them. And then like the plastics, there was no plan to really put plastics on them because it's just unneeded money. Like I said, this is just to fly around the property, have a little fun, have something reliable. You know, every time you want to start it, especially when stored inside, you shut off the fuel and all that stuff. I mean, these things are going to just fire right up if you store them right. And then if you do have issues, the Predator is so reliable. So they're reliable and they're cheap. So if you do have issues and you know you need to replace it, it's dirt cheap to replace these. So if you haven't watched the other videos, check them out. I'll give a quick overview on both of these right now. So basically, they have the Predator 212s. They have the kits on them, the stage 2 kits, which is like the fuel jet, the intake, the straight pipe exhaust, and they both have the Go Power torque converters. So they both have those. They're both trimmed to fit because, of course, all the frames are different, so I had to trim them, you know, a little bit different to fit each one. But they both work. They both have the RFY Shocks off of Amazon and eBay, and those have been relatively good. No issues with those. And then, of course, the tires. We replaced the tires on the front of this one. The backs were still good, so we kept them. And this one got a whole new set of 4 just because they were all dry rotted and barely would hold air. But overall, this is the updated review on them. They've been good. They're still running. As you saw in the beginning of the video, they're still driving, still ripping around the property. So if you build one of these, especially get some good life out of them. If you take care of them, you store them in something like this, which is super nice. Kind of unorganized right now because they just got it. They just had it built and they just moved in, so they're still organizing. But super fun. Pretty relatively easy projects. And yeah, so I'll put the parts list from the first 2 videos on these. Just so if anybody has any questions, I got links for like tires and, you know, stage 1 kits and stuff. And, you know, some people will say, you got to use the Go Power or you got to use this kit. They're all the same. Like, just order the cheapest kit you can find and then have a little fun with it. Carburetor, you might want to spend a little more money on, but as far as the filter, the straight pipe exhaust or whatever, torque converter, I would definitely go with Go Power. Those are definitely reliable from Go Power, no issues with those. And then even if you upgrade and you go to like the new Ghost motor, you can actually just swap the torque converters off here and you can put it right on the other one. So another thing before we end the video is one thing I did do was the low oil pressure sensor. So like if you're flying around a corner and they start shutting off, those are annoying. So we went ahead and we bypassed them, took them out. So no more issues there. So like I said, if y'all have any questions about these, any comments, anything, drop them below. I'm pretty quick to reply to people that ask questions and that need help with anything. So anything you need help with, I will help you out with. Just ask. So thanks for watching.